If you're intentionally misgendering the shooter from Tennessee, you don't actually care about the victims, you just want an excuse for your internalized transphobia.
This white woman on TikTok was dragged on TikTok for saying this about the Nashville school shooting. Hey beautiful people, how you're doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you're doing? So I posted a video already about the Nashville shooting and Americans and TikTokers responding to the Nashville school shooting. If you haven't seen the video, go ahead and see this video. In the process of me doing research and looking for content for that video, I stumbled upon this video of a trans woman. Like, rather than her addressing the issue, she was more concerned about the shooter not being addressed with their right, what do they call it? Like, she was so pressed that they were calling the shooter her rather than him. Like, anyway, guys, I need you guys to hear what she has to say. She even did not double down. She doubled up to give like why she felt that way. Anyway, guys, hear what she has to say and then we'll come back and talk.
So there was a shooting in Nashville where 3 children and 3 adults were murdered. The perpetrator was a transgender man. His name was... Do not misgender him. Even if he is, a criminal, we can still respect his gender identity at the very least. I want to remind people that this is the first time that we know of in recorded history where a trans person has been the perpetrator of such a crime. In fact, according to most recent studies, 98% of mass shootings are perpetrated by cisgender men. We cannot blame the actions of one community member for the entire community. The trans community is not the enemy here. My heart hurts and mourns all of the victims and their families. Let this be a reminder that we need gun control now. Firearms are the #1 killer of children in the US. If you're intentionally misgendering the shooter from Tennessee, you don't actually care about the victims, you just want an excuse for your internalized transphobia. What happened was a tragedy. It was horrible. I mourn all of the victims of this transgender shooter. His name is... What he did is inexcusable. But your transphobia and misgendering of him is also inexcusable. Multiple things can exist at once. Because it's not about him. It's about the whole trans community at large. His actions cannot reflect ours. Yes, there have been 4 different trans shooters since 2018, but there have been nearly 3,000 shooters that were cisgender since 2018. Don't fight fire with fire. Don't use this tragedy to try to excuse your transphobia. The trans community is already under attack with over 400 bills attacking our rights in the US. Action items on my website.
Like, a lot of people had responded to her about her more concerned about the sexuality of the shooter rather than what the shooter actually did, and putting the shooter's name adding to respect. For me, I'm just like, anyway, guys, let's go hear what other people have to say about this and then we'll come back and talk.
4 different trans shooters since 2018.
And no disrespect to you, this is what we've been saying for the longest time as a conservative, libertarian, whatever you want to call it. These shootings are not about guns in schools. There's violence, no matter what. Sometimes it comes in the form of a shooting. Okay, yeah, that happens. But it's the mental health state of individuals. And by continuing to justify people's mental health situation and not taking it as a serious condition, we continue to endanger society as a whole. And no, I'm not saying that every trans person is going to shoot up a school. I'm just saying that it's possibly a symptom of greater mental health issues.
His name was... Do not misgender him.
I have 3 discrepancies with your video. Number 1, That individual lost any respect to their gender identity the second they decided to become a complete psycho and murder 6 innocent people. Number 2, firearms are not the number 1 killer of children in the United States. You should probably look that up. And number 3, you say do not blame an entire community based off of the actions of one. I want y'all to keep that same energy when it comes to people like cops or priests or any of the other plethora of individuals in certain communities that you guys deem evil because of the actions of one. Have a blessed rest of your day.
Do not misgender him, even if he is...
The fact that you had to take that deep breath lets me know that, yeah, you done, you, y'all are just scrambling for something and anything, aren't you? All this nonsense about, straight people and white men and they're the problem. Y'all gotta eat this. We eat this every single day. Every time this happens and it's not someone in your community, we gotta scramble left and right. And a lot of times we understand and we take responsibility for that. But now, since this has happened to you and this is a Christian school with young children, you're gonna eat all of this. You're gonna eat all of this. You really are. And I am not saying that, people in the LGBTQ community should not own firearms. They really should. In fact, when I was a range safety officer, 2 transgenders came into the gun range to shoot, and we helped them. We told them the proper firearms to use, what was best for them. We were encouraging them to buy a firearm. We encouraged them to do it. But y'all gotta eat all of this up. You're going to sit down and you are going to look at the blood on your hands, like you tell us that we have blood on our hands, and you're going to accept that. You are going to accept that.
Do not misgender him, even...
You have got to be f***ing kidding me. This is what we're worried about. 3 kids, 3 adults, lost their life because she decided she wanted to go shoot up a place. Right. She is a murderer. End of story. It wasn't just a crime. She killed 3 kids and 3 adults. Your heads are so far up. You want to politicize everything and get butthurt because we called her a her. Sincerely, all the way off.
The perpetrator was a transgender man. His name...
Clearly, you don't live here. You don't live here in Nashville. Because if you did, I'm not going to finish that because TikTok will ban this video for harassment. But what I will say is, we are not calling it by its name. Whether it was born a male, born a female, nobody fucking cares. And how dare you use the word respect and its name in the same sentence? And whoa, don't come for me that I'm anti-trans. Take a look at my page. I'm an advocate and I scream it from here to Mars. You become a nothing. You take 3 children's lives under the age of 9 and you take 3 adults away from their families. I don't wish evil or meanness or bad things on people. But what I do hope is something happens in your life that will make you come back to this video that you publicly posted. You see what the issue is. You got nerve.
If you're intentionally misgendering the shooter from Tennessee, you don't actually care about the victim.
No. How dare you tell anyone what or who they do or don't care about? You don't get to speak for other people. You get to speak for yourself. And the rest of us do not have to agree with you or risk your assessment that we are transphobic. No, I'm also not going to let you tell me who the actual victim was. I know who the victim was. 6 people senselessly murdered by a person with tremendous mental health issues. I can have sympathy for someone that struggles with mental health issues, but I have much greater sympathy for the people that are murdered senselessly by someone. So the real victims are those 6 people that were murdered. Now, to the person that perpetrated this crime. I'm not going to stand in judgment. God will. I pray that person knew Christ. And I believe that God understands what type of suffering that person had in life, what type of struggles, and he will be very fair and just. Meanwhile, you can stop with the accusations of transphobia, accusing people of hate simply because they don't agree with you. Once again, logic, science, and common sense is on our side. Let me ask you this. If gender is a spectrum, why do people almost always land on one side or the other, male or female, when they transition? Also, what happens if a person transitions, regrets it, and then transitions back? At what point were they wrong, and what point were they right in their assessment of their very own gender? You see, a person was born male and they say, I feel like a female. And someone like me says, well, biologically you're a male. And then they transition and I'm shamed for being a transphobe. But then a year later, this person says, yeah, I guess I am a man. That transition was wrong. I'm going to transition back. Are they going to apologize and say, yeah, you were right. I definitely am a man. I wasn't a woman. Think about it. While you're thinking about that, maybe you can just knock off the whole you're a transphobe, I'm going to tell you that you don't know who the real victims are routine. Stop it. Stop it.
If you're intentionally misgendering the shooter from Tennessee, you don't actually care about the victim.
What? Like, not wanting to call an adult human female, 28 years old, has walked into a school and shot 6 people, including 3 9-year-old children. What? I don't want to call that person a man because she's not a man. It doesn't mean that I don't have respect for the victims of that crime, because I do. Far more than you do by the look of things, because all you've done is try and spin this to be about yourself. It's actually really, really horrendous. I don't understand why you would pick this hill to die on. Fucking hell. Honestly, I'm gobsmacked by the lot of you. I'm just absolutely quite heartbroken that people like you exist in the world. I really am. Absolutely can't believe that we're the same species.
Do not misgender him.
No, her name was Audrey, and she was a monster. For you to sit there and say that we still need to respect her gender is beyond disgusting. She took 3 babies' lives, but you're sitting there acting as if she had a right to do that. Oh, she was so oppressed. She was called he all the time. Let's go do what she did, right? Is that how we express our feelings? She was not a man, and you are not a woman. So let's get that straight. This is a mental illness crisis. It's not a gun crisis. And you are an enabler.
If you're intentionally misgendering the shooter from Tennessee, you don't actually care about the victim.
Listen, guys, I'm confused. Yesterday, I had somebody tell me that the Nashville shooter is not trans, and that the police is just making that up. But now people are getting in trouble for referring to the shooter by his natural sex? Enlighten me, please. How can we make you guys happy?
Do not misgender him.
So I guess we have to say this again. So I'm going to say it again. It was a she, whether you like it or not. She decided, because she was angry, because she could not control her emotions, to go into a school and kill 3 adults and 3 children. She made that choice. See, a lot of you cats is on this app. You start off with condolences and da-da-da-da-da. You should just stay the fuck there. Stay there. Instead, nope, you want to continue and be more concerned and show really where your concern is about somebody's pronouns. I'm from the old school. You don't mess with women and children. school teachers, or elderly people. This is something you just don't do. They're innocent. They're defenseless. Leave them alone. No, that woman decided, for whatever reason, she decided she wanted to go attack a Christian school and kill 2 women, an elderly man, and 3 babies. So, on behalf of those parents and many others like me, pronouns. Have a good day.
A criminal, we can still respect his gender identity at the very least.
No, she's owed nothing at the very least. She took the life of 3 innocent children and 3 innocent adults. And people are concerned about misgendering her? Give me a break.
So there was a
I wasn't going to stitch this video, but I felt that I needed to. Okay? I am a trans man myself. But I want to talk about something. I'm really disappointed in a lot of you that fall within our community. And let me explain. This individual went into a school, premeditated, went in there to harm, to kill people who she was suffering from mental health issues. She went into that school and she took the lives of 6 individuals, 3 babies, all of the age of 9. May they rest in peace. 2 elderly ladies and an elderly male. The teachers went to school to teach, not knowing that that was going to be their last day. 3 babies went to school to learn and to hang out and have fun and play with their friends, not to be gunned down. Your priorities are in the wrong fucking place. You're all concerned about the fucking proper pronouns. As a trans man myself, that don't deserve to be called anything but a monster, a murderer, a psychopath. The proper pronouns. May she rest in hell for the rest of her life. Y'all need to be giving your condolences up and trying to make this world a better place and not focus on pronouns. The fuck's wrong with y'all? Get your together.
Go ahead and share your thoughts about this topic down in the comment section. Love to know what you think. Do you think like she should be addressed as a rights what they call it? Do you think that she should be addressed with a new sexual change rather than that? Just go ahead and share your thoughts down in the comment section. Before the shooter went ahead to do what she did, she actually dropped a note and said that, oh, you received. She actually sent a message to our friend and telling her friend that you get it soon, and let her friend know what she's about to do. Let her friend know about what she was about to do, and let her friend know that she will see it in the news. Can we stop putting a face to this shooter? Let me know down in the comment section, because I know this is a different conversation, but I just feel like, why does our sexuality even matters? Like, why? She did something that evil, going into a school to take the lives of children, life of innocent people, and then you were more concerned, like, oh, she still deserves some type of respect. Did she respect those lives she took? Did she respect humanity? So I just feel like a lot of people should not be on the internet, because some of the things they spit out of their mouth, I feel like when there's a part of the brain that thinks it, and the part that's supposed to process it to let them know that that is dumb and stupid. I hate cursing, but that's just what it is. That part of the brain is like maybe sleeping at that time, so they just come out and run their mouth, and later on they will end up and take down the video and like come out to apologize. Like, build whatever you want to identify with. Stop pushing it down our truth. I don't know why the trans community are so pressed on pushing it down our throats. Like, do whatever you want to do with yourself, do whatever you want to do with your body. It's on you. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this down in the comment section, because that's what we do here. We have conversation. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because hey, that's what we do here. And with that all said, guys, I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.